right, warm-up's over. All right, here it is. Just about anything you put up there, and Roger Federer is going to reinforce his rule as the king of the sport. And, of course, that tells part of the story. 9 finals. Hasn't lost a final, I think, since 1962. And the guy's extraordinary.
Well, you asked a great question. Kiefer with the break point.
And Kiefer delivers on it.
It has something to do with the fact that he has had wins over him, but he seems to have a lot of confidence against Federer.
You know, you watch this reaction right here, and you see the same thing, John. I was thinking this.
That's well done.
And the story.
No.
Well, that was a giveaway right there. It's ever done it.
Career high rank of 76. September. He's probably got to get away here now.
Well, he's getting ready for a big night tomorrow under the lights. Andre Agassi and James Blake. Half the match we expected. And James Blake, of course, who in his marvelous run took out Rafael Nadal, will play his first ever Grand Slam quarterfinal tomorrow night against tennis's active legend.
Well, we were anticipating a Blake Nadal third-round match.
Right.
All already, so nothing. The fact is, he's angry he double faulted that last point. So the tendency is jump on it. That one works. That's long. Experienced Jules Muller.
That's good. That's a good analogy.
Thank you. I appreciate that. He asked me to warn right against Clement. That didn't work. Yeah, Kiefer's a similar. There's a real chance. This is it's typical Federer that when you hit a short ball that he's just going to jump on you, take advantage. And then you have 2 other Americans. So 3 of the 4 on the bottom are Americans. What? Highly. I'll tell you, is he fat?
Well, a slight stumble in his first service game, but that's it.
he got the good quick start. He seemed to be right on top of things. And here he is again. He's at 1 love 30 now. And let's see if he can.
Well, Federer hit a great serve. I mean, you could see the side spin he had on that serve.
Well, I called an American twist serve, and he knew it was going to kick away from it. I don't think he expected that much. You don't see Roger toss his racket a whole lot. This set. Well, Roger has committed that he won't try this shot a match point up anymore, because that's what he tried to do against Safin and lost the match. But he figures, okay, it's just a set and a couple games in, I can try it out. He's like. And so is Andre as well, and fun. Goldstein Thomas. This is a super tiebreak. Right. The men's doubles.
The ATP Tour wants to implement, not the Slam, but the ATP Tour. Changing double structure.
Kiefer just broke a string. That's why it flew long.
The appearance money that those players earn individually may become public knowledge, public record.
You mentioned this. That's enough. Well, and then he turns around and hits it into the well.
Back on serve, second set. Federer winning the first.
Whoa. Look at this.
Self-defense.
Here comes.
Yeah.
Often. Lucky to get it back, but he says he's not going to get this. His reaction a little slow. He was there. I mean, to me, he practiced it so much more. I'll say he's got the best forehand in the game. At worst, it's one of the best.
Well,
it's a big set. Up here yet. don't think it's off. And missed it by Kiefer. I mean, look at this here. He slices underneath it, but it also spins away from Federer. That was the sort of...
Kiefer trying to...
I think he gave him 3 extra chances to win this point. And that's why he's got to hold back mightily here, not to smash this racket.
Because you're lucky to get 1 from Federer, right?
Nature.
Decide to get it.
He didn't bend. When he actually hit that shot, his legs were completely straight. It was like everything was wrong, but he caught it late, so that's why he apologized. He knew it was lucky.
Kiefer
runs.
Incredible leaps and bounds in recent years.
Kiefer just hit, Federer just hit his hardest serve. Nice easy motion. Five. As good as he is. He's probably gotten half of the man, but there he was in nice and close to the net, and Federer was well off the court. The wind started picking up. 2-3 retired.
How about that? Kiefer there was one baseline ball early in the rally. I assume Kiefer must be upset about. Well,
last year at the U.S. Open, he retired here with a wrist injury. I mean, there's been a long history of that with Kiefer's injury issues. That's why he'll tell you he hasn't gone past the quarters. Some truth that he's had some bad luck, but.
He's got 3 set points.
6-3.
Now this is going to go for a while. just like Wimbledon. Kiefer takes a second set tiebreak. It's now best of 3. Life for the veteran.
Kiefer's game that causes, which shows you how good an effort it was. Some more to learn. If he gets himself fitter,
If he make edge closer to that here.
Well, you mentioned, I heard you as confident as he normally is. So he's assuming that that second serve is not going to be struck particularly hard. Immediately look at the racket.
Exactly right. Exactly.
What the hell is wrong with this racket?
What were you thinking, racket?
It's not the shot selection. It's not the way he struck it. It's the racket.
Arthur Ashe Stadium court.
Obviously. Smart play by Federer. He saw he had the one hand that he was going to slice the try that, so he moved in closer. So he was ready to come in case he hit that drop shot, and then he just took it in the air before Kiefer was ready.
Like it dropped straight down, as if it hit a wall here. Right there and then.
Absolutely
boom.
Deliberate. Yeah,
yep.
He comes over the... Federer should look by attacking at times, by hitting a lot of short balls, by coming in a couple of Rogers serves. The second. In a way, he was somewhat lucky. One note. I mean, you see flashes, obviously, how he won 5 majors, 3.
Venus Williams and Kim Clijsters. When Andre seemed to...
He'll talk about that undoubtedly as one of the biggest matches of his career, to get through that and then win the tournament. And I think... I like when Kiefer does it.
Big. And isn't that almost...
Yeah. Well, actually, I think he's done pretty well.
No, I know, but I mean, you see him hit a shot so good like that, and you think it's almost what he wanted to do.
Well, he did want to do that. That's the scary part, and that's why he's the best player in the world. But that it was not... Right, Ted, when he hit this shot, I thought he was in trouble. But he guessed right and saved himself there. Because that drop volley was not good enough.
Oh, he got it. It is astonishing how quickly it can turn. In 2-3 minutes, Kiefer goes from a position where he looks like he can take the lead.
Well, if you watch James Blake play Tommy Robredo, he looked flat. He looked a little tired. He was down 6-4, 5-2 set point. Robredo then served for it at 5-3. And that match, his serves picked up.
There on the second point, Federer puts it away.
You serve 80%, you're not going to lose a lot of sets, but don't forget he had an unbelievable shot, which I think had woken the bear.
And for the first time, John, more winners than errors for the third set for Federer. Trainer came out, right foot of Kiefer, got a wrap. And now that's done. Timeout over and ready for the fourth set.
How often he's chosen to hit this shot. And he obviously came in. He's going to get it. That's nice. Just look how much ground he covered. He's over there. And he moves over here. And he's there in plenty of time.
He may have just like a little timeout there might have been a good thing.
Well, he figured, it's local time. And he's
of course, this is against Nadia Petrova.
This is some good tennis by both players. Again, Kiefer hustling, best righty. Roach the best lefty one, and enough. The guy, he can't get it out of his own way. He took one in the shoulder there. Effective for Roger there. He let it go. It was inside the line. Guy, Nicolas Kiefer.
Well, he's had enough. You see that clearly good. Pete had already decided it wasn't. And he looked to be in good shape in the third set.
He caught the outside of the line. I can see the mark. I think he's actually pointing to the mark that's the outside of the line. Well, certainly we can't tell from that angle.
Point tracker.
And this one is out.
I want to take you with
legal. I've lost more than my share of balls. This, unfortunately, is not permitted yet in tennis. And you're also at the net. Look, he hits a short ball here. Look where Rogers when he hits this. I mean, it's unbelievably hard to hit it over his head. Try to lob over his head. Especially someone as fast as Federer.
What's the better play there?
Just block it to the open court. It's Kiefer's hardest serve of the match.
Yep, 136. Now you've gone out on some limbs before.
So now he's got a 2-1 lead. He's seized that opportunity, which Federer did. Just long. He's fast. He is one of the quickest guys out there. A veteran at 28. It's tough to expect a whole lot more than what he did. Time for Roger.
It's unbelievable.
He beat him in. It's around 6:30. Set a record, I think. You have to give Coria some problems. I mean, Coria loves that drop shot.
And you know what's amazing? Federer, how gently see him do.
Oh, that was like a baseball swing.
That's got both men smiling.
What? That is an unbelievable shot. Look at how he swung at this. A squash shot.
Kiefer still whistling him.
He puts a little extra. That'll work.
Whoa. One last forehand, just to remember me by.
Yeah. We won't forget it.
6-3, 6-4.
He picked up his play, though, Ted, as the match progressed. He showed what he was made of, obviously, when he hit that, pulled out a 3-all, that incredible shot to break back. You gotta love the way the guy hits the ball. We all know that by now. And credit to Kiefer as well, though, for getting him on edge, making him think.
Absolutely.
And keeping him off balance and playing a very good round of 16 match.
Well, Kiefer should feel good because at a time when he's the undisputed king, Kiefer's played him 3 tough matches in the last 2 months.
Yeah. Let's hear about it from Michael. Michael, it's all yours.
All right, Johnny Mac, thank you very much. Roger, you get it done today. Talk about this match and how difficult this one was for you.
Obviously difficult, 4 sets, you know, it says it all. It's the first set I've lost so far in the tournament, so it's always a strange feeling, you know, when that happens. But my reaction was good, and I feel very good right now because that was a tough match.
You're playing so well. When you do lose a set, it's almost a shock. Is it that way to you?
Well, so far in this tournament I haven't lost a set before, so when it happens, you're not ready for it. But of course I expect the worst, that I lose in straight sets, and luckily that didn't happen.
Now on to the quarterfinals, and either Nalbandian coming up for you or Sanguinetti coming up for you. Anyone you prefer?
Well, I've got a bad record against Nalbandian, so I like to play him.
That'll do it. You're gonna watch Andre Agassi and James Blake? Nicolas Kiefer walking off, everybody. You're so classy to do that. You talk about how the crowd sometimes backs your opponent, but they also back you, don't they? They love you here.
Well, absolutely. I hope you like my game, but I'm coming back for another good one, so thank you.
Thank you, Roger. Congratulations. Roger Federer.
Class is such a great way to describe him.
It really is.
Because there's just a little thing, though, but as his opponent walks off the court, give this guy a little bit of respect, and let's take a pause here, and then he'll go back and show you how quietly confident he is and how well he knows he can play. And I mean, anytime you watch this guy play, you see how awesome he is.
The sport wins having Roger Federer.
And he still hasn't played his best stuff yet. So watch out, all you opponents.
All right, well, we'll take a short little dinner break and be back with you at the top of the next hour for Prime Time at the Open, presented by American Express. Ladies' quarters, Sharapova and Venus on the card. So we hope you'll be back with us in about 45 minutes. And for all of us at USA Sports and for John McEnroe, Ted Robinson, we'll see you shortly back at the U.S. Open in New York.
You mentioned this, that's enough. Well, and then he turns around and hits it into the well.
Back on serve, second set. Federer winning the first.
Whoa. Look at this.
Self-defense.
Here comes.
Yeah.
Often. Lucky to get it back, but he says he's not going to get this. His reaction a little slow. He was there. I mean, to me, he practiced it so much more. I'll say he's got the best forehand in the game. At worst, it's one of the best.
Well,
it's a big set. Up here yet.
all right, warm-up's over. All right, here it is. Just about anything you put up there, and Roger Federer is going to reinforce his rule as the king of the sport. And, of course, that tells part of the story. 9 finals. Hasn't lost a final, I think, since 1962. And the guy's extraordinary.
Well, you asked a great question. Kiefer with the break point.
And Kiefer delivers on it.
That has something to do with the fact that he has had wins over him, but he seems to have a lot of confidence against Federer.
You know, you watch this reaction right here and you see the same thing, John. I was thinking this. That's well done. Boy, and the story.
No.
Well, that was a giveaway right there. It's ever done it.
Career high rank of 76. September. He's probably got to get away here now.
Well, he's getting ready for a big night tomorrow under the lights. Andre Agassi and James Blake. Half the match we expected. And James Blake, of course, who in his marvelous run took out Rafael Nadal, will play his first ever Grand Slam quarterfinal tomorrow night against tennis's active legend.
Well, we were anticipating a Blake Nadal third round match.
Right.
All already, so nothing. The fact is, he's angry he double faulted that last point. So the tendency is jump on it. That one works. That's long. Experienced Jules Muller.
That's good. That's a good analogy.
Thank you. I appreciate that. He asked me to warm up against Clement. That didn't work. Yeah, Kiefer's a similar. There's a real chance. This is it's typical Federer that when you hit a short ball that he's just going to jump on you, take advantage. And then you have two other Americans. So 3 of the 4 on the bottom are Americans. What? Highly. I'll tell you, is he fat?
Well, a slight stumble in his first service game, but that's it.
He got the good quick start. He seemed to be right on top of things. And here he is again. He's at 1 love 30 now. And let's see if he can.
Well, Federer hit a great serve. I mean, you could see the side spin he had on that serve.
Well, I called an American twist serve, and it was. He knew it was going to kick away from it. I don't think he expected that much. You don't see Roger toss his racket a whole lot. This set. Well, Roger has committed that he won't try this shot a match point up anymore, because that's what he tried to do against Safin and lost the match. But he figures, okay, it's just a set and a couple games in, I can try it out. He's like, and so is Andre as well, and fun. Go see Thomas. This is a super tiebreak. Right. The men's doubles.
The ATP Tour wants to implement, not the Slam, but the ATP Tour. Changing double structure.
Kiefer just broke a string. That's why it flew long.
The appearance money that those players earn individually may become public knowledge, public record.
I don't think it's off, and we
missed it
by Kiefer. I mean, look at this here. He slices underneath it, but it also spins away from Federer. That was the sort of...
And that's Kiefer trying to...
I gave him, I think he gave him 3 extra chances to win this point. And that's why he's got to hold back mightily here, not to smash this racket.
Because you're lucky to get 1 from Federer, right?
Nature.
Decide to get it.
He didn't bend. When he actually hit that shot, his legs were completely straight. It was like everything was wrong, but he caught it late, so that's why he apologized. He knew it was lucky.
And Kiefer
runs.
Incredible leaps and bounds.